As I was saying, nobody expects you to be Bill Mitchell overnight. The most important thing to remember is his general presence.
Presence.
Right. Now, whenever he stands at a podium, President Mitchell always has one hand in the pocket of his coat.
That's at a press conference. Otherwise, they're almost always on the podium.
No, I'm not certain about that.
Oh, yeah, don't you remember the convention speech? An America stronger than the one we were given. An America prouder than the one we found. There. Right there, on the podium, except on America when he points.
That's a scene from the 1993 comedy Dave, about a man who finds himself impersonating the president. Now the Oscar-nominated movie is being staged in Washington as a live-action musical. Ed O'Keefe joins us with more. Ed, hail to the chief. He's the one we all say hail to. Good morning.
Exactly. The new musical about a guy who never thought he'd run the country has nothing to do with President Trump. But producers expect their show might help audiences escape from the rough and tumble of real-life politics in Washington.
Hail to the chief, he's the one we all say hail to.
Dave is based on a simple premise.
God bless America!
Anybody in America can become president, and here's what might happen if they did. The movie debuted in 1993.
Just get rid of the grin. You look like a schmuck.
Kevin Kline is that unsuspecting schmuck who happens to look a lot like the president. He's asked to be a secret stand-in, but when the real commander-in-chief has a stroke, Dave gets stuck in the job.
Is this legal?
Oh, yeah. Probably.
Maybe it's not legal per se. But
Now Dave sings about his presidential predicament. The musical retelling of the movie debuted in Washington this week, introducing the phony but well-meaning executive to a new generation. I'm very excited because this is the first time I've interviewed a president and a first lady together.
Oh my gosh, I know.
We're here to please.
Look at that.
Drew Gelling and Mamie Paris star as Dave and the real First Lady in the production that debuted at Washington's Arena stage. How many times did you watch the movie?
I've seen the movie tons of times, but since we've been rehearsing this, big goose egg, none.
I don't know that I remember the first time I saw the movie, but I've definitely seen the movie plenty.
As they prepared to play a president and First Lady, both actors said they took inspiration from a wide range of White House residents.
I'm going full Millard Fillmore. Zachary Tyler, you know. I like to go for the, you know, the really, really forgettable presidents.
Absolutely. Why go for,
Yeah.
the most
That's what everybody wants to see.
But you don't go home at night and watch the news and go, oh, maybe I should try a little bit of that?
There's a lot of isms that are inherent in politics. There's a lot of very specific hand movements that get used by everyone. This guy does this thing, and or this guy likes to really gesture with his full hand, and sometimes it's two fingers, and sometimes it's like the chop, like the side chop.
Producers have been working to bring Dave to the stage for more than 4 years, long before the 2016 campaign. But after the election of Donald Trump, director Tina Landau says the feel-good story took on a deeper meaning.
The piece became more necessary. We've very purposely tried to keep it timeless, but in doing so, we have found that it remains timely every day in new ways.
When an audience member walks out of the show, what do you want them to do in response to the play?
Vote. Vote. That's what we hope for. I feel like the show is a lot about participation, and it's participation in our politics and also in our personal relationships.
Washington is a fitting place for Landau's show to open. After all, the real White House is just 2 miles up the road. The city has a long history as an early proving ground for big-budget shows, from classics like West Side Story and Hello, Dolly, to new hits like Mean Girls and Dear Evan Hansen. Many major musicals find their legs and notes in choreography in D.C.
See you at G7. Nothing here is very strange. Some new ideas. Don't fear change.
The goal is that eventually Dave and his singing staffers will make it to Broadway. But Gelling says he hopes the show's message, that one man can make a difference, first resonates in the nation's capital.
Everybody that lives and works in Washington, D.C. especially, no one came here to be a part of a problem. Everyone came here to fix something, or were sent here to fix something. And I think the altruism inherent in that is something that that Dave is about.
A message his silver screen counterpart would seem to endorse.
You make a nice president, Dave Kovic.
Thanks.
The show runs through August 19th, and we should point out that Tina Landau, the director, no stranger to Broadway hits, just before heading to Washington to direct Dave. She was the director of SpongeBob SquarePants the musical, which of course is filling seats here on Broadway now. Good example of another hit being adapted from TV and movies.
A lot of
to
that
the stage.
happening.
Yeah.
We love Dave.
Oh
I want
my
to know the
gosh.
shower scene and the big fish scene.
Yeah,
Do we get those?
And
part of
they
big.
kiss before the end of the play.
I will admit I have not seen it in full. I will this week, so I will report back.
Okay, please do.
A lot of people are going to be watching that movie tonight, too.
Thank you so much, Ed.